Intro to digital media, get your feet wet, and you get to learn what this class is about. So this class will introduce you to the cameras, tripods, how to edit, framing your shots. So we have various projects that will build upon your skills, starting with just the basics of setting up a tripod, being in front of the camera, and then building upon it to towards the end where you will do an instructional video or a how-to video using graphics, multiple camera shots, and incorporating that when you edit into your final project. So it's a lot of hands-on work. Sometimes you work with partners or sometimes you work individually. But overall, it does open your horizon to what's out there. And once you successfully complete this course, you'll be able to move on to digital media too.
So I took Intro to Digital Media because I've always been interested in the technology field, and I just thought Intro to Digital Media would be something that I would be interested in, and it opens a lot of doors for me as well, because I definitely think of myself as maybe being someone who would want to go into a career in digital media.
Freshman year into Intro to Digital Media, and I mainly took it because in middle school I had tons of upperclassmen friends because of my cousin, and they all took TV production. I was really interested in that, so I was told by my guidance counselors that I had to go through this digital media path, and I took Intro to Digital Media so that I could eventually lead up to TV production. But I just enjoyed the class itself. Intro to Digital Media was really fun because it was kind of the beginning of everything. I learned how to edit, I learned how to use cameras, I learned all the camera angles and things like that, and that was really enjoyable for me. And I think just digital media now, it's not really something I'm kind of just using to get to TV production. I'd take advanced digital media, and I just enjoy the subject itself.
I think other people should take Intro to Digital Media for sure, because it just opens up a lot of doors for them. They can see if they like it, and if they don't, then they can do something else if they want. But if they do like it, then they can keep going into other classes such as Digital Media 2, Advanced Digital Media, and TV production. And even if you don't go into the digital media field, in the future, technology is such an important aspect, and it's good to learn these kind of things. So yeah.
And I think other students should take it because it gives you a lot of life skills. Even if you're not interested into going into a digital media field, you'll learn a lot about camera work, you'll learn a lot about different types of cameras and editing, and I think those are all just skills that you could use in the future, and I don't think you'll learn them anywhere else really. So these classes are really helpful for that.
Digital Media 2 is the next course after Intro to Digital Media. So this course is definitely more advanced. You're using better quality equipment. We have some DSLRs that record in 4K that the students use. We have some cine cameras. But what you're doing is learning more technical skills. How to use the camera correctly, what white balancing a camera is. And then you're framing the shots. Just like in the intro class, we build upon those skills. Interviewing skills, learning how to interview. What is B-roll? How is B-roll footage integrated into your projects? So there are projects that are assigned, but you also get to choose projects of your choosing. So a lot of skills are built upon, so you get better at it. And then we go into editing your projects and putting it together. With Digital Media 2, the projects that you make, we have a show that the students produce that will air your projects called Monomoy After Hours.
So I took Digital Media 2 because I wanted to build upon the skills that I first learned in Digital Media 1, and I also wanted to just learn about the different types of cameras and ways of editing and stuff like that.
Try to learn how to use cameras. That's what I thought I would be at first, but once I got into it, I started have passion to camera work and more digital media stuff. And now I like doing editing and stuff and making videos.
I think other students should take it because it really provides a good foundation for digital media skills, and if you want to further take it in later years or like further your understanding, it's a good base for that type of stuff if you want to take like more complicated classes and stuff like that.
Other students should take this class to like, you know, put their creativity, imagination out there. So like if someone wants to become some sort of influencer or make fun videos to like put out there for any sort of media, they can just put their creativity, imagination to work. And
TV production, it's the morning announcements class. So you and your fellow students are in charge of creating the morning announcements for the whole school and the community. You have to be able to work with other students. You have to be able to figure out, hey, this isn't working, you know, maybe I need to try something else. And be able to lean on each other. If you don't like to be in front of the cameras, you can always work behind the scenes, either being the floor director, video board operator, audio. So there are jobs for you. But if you like being in front of the camera, you know, you can do that too. It just depends on what your comfort level is. The great thing about this is you're able to see what you produce. So the following day, the morning announcements are played throughout the whole school and the community, and you get to actually see the work that you've done and have actually people come up to you and say, hey, I saw you on the morning announcement.
I took this class because I really wanted to get into like the digital media like topic because like I really like the communications like major as a college, so I feel like this would be a good like start to everything.
The reason I'm taking this class is because I took digital media courses in my early high school career and I found a lot of enjoyment in digital media, so I wanted to bring it to TV production where I can do more and expand upon what I've learned.
I started taking the digital medias and I really enjoyed like Mr. Cass's teaching, and it was like a fun class and the projects were fun. And then TV production allowed me to like get into like the bigger like cameras and bigger equipment and stuff, and it really like taught me a lot about like the digital medias.
What I like about it most is the challenges or difficulties that you come upon, like specifically being the switcher. Before being on the show, it's a little bit easier than being the switcher, and I think that challenge makes it more enjoyment and you learn a lot more.
And I feel like people should take this because if you're interested in it, it allows you to like expand your like horizon with like this stuff, and even if you're not, like it can help you like develop new interests. Like I wasn't really interested in like the digital medias when I first took it, but this really changed my mind on everything, and even like my college, like I'm looking into it, so I feel like everyone should take it because it's really fun too.
I think like people should take it because I think the world revolves around technology so much nowadays, and I think you learn a lot of useful things taking this class and other digital media courses that you can apply to other things.
So Advanced Digital Media is the next course after Digital Media 2. So this course is mostly designed for the upper level students who are interested in making films. So this is kind of self-driven where we meet as a group to decide, hey, what do you want to produce? Is it a short movie? Is it a talk show? So then once the students decide, hey, let's go this route of producing a short film, we decide on, all right, what kind of film do you want to make? Do you want to make a horror film, comedy, so on and so forth? We decide on a plot, script writing, and then locations. So figuring out what locations you need to have for your short film. We'll go check out those locations to make sure that will work for your movie. Once all the pre-production stuff is done, you'll actually produce your short movie with the students in class. So, you know, it's self-driven, but also builds on the skills that you've learned. And then we add to it to make sure, okay, we know how to use the camera, but do we know how to use a gimbal to produce these scenes? Or what kind of microphone should we use when we're doing this different scene? And how to incorporate all that into your final movie. And then in post-production, after it's done, editing, putting it together, deciding on, what sounds do we need to go back and re-record? Do we have to do some voiceover work? So that all plays into this class. So in this class, you might produce 1 to 2, probably 2 projects, maybe 3 at the most. But again, it's mostly what the students choose, and we
Intro to Graphic Design is a great beginner-level class that gives students the skills to visually communicate their ideas through digital media. Students learn the foundations of Photoshop, Illustrator, and Lightroom, as well as the design thinking skills that help people solve problems. Once students have the basic skills in graphic design and drawing, we move on to a project unit where students are given real-world scenarios and they have to create designs that solve real-world problems. The projects are based on student interest and can range from sneaker design, apparel design, poster design, tattoo design, and more. Graphic design is one of those great classes where students can be self-expressive but also learn some of the foundational skills they need to communicate their ideas effectively in the 21st century. Intro to Photography is a class at the high school that teaches students how to use the manual modes of the digital camera to capture stunning images. Photography is not only about taking great pictures, but it's really about how you see the world around you and how you want to communicate that to others. In this class, students also get free access to the Adobe Creative Cloud, where they can edit their photos using Lightroom and Photoshop. Not only do students get to learn the basics of photography, editing, and media management, but they learn how to express themselves in a new way. Advanced Graphic Design is a course that offers real-world experience in graphic arts to students here at the high school. In this project-based class, we accept design challenges from our community members so that students can get the experience that a designer would have in the real world. This class also touches on business and entrepreneurship in the design fields. Students should definitely take this class if they have any interest in developing their own brand or small business. You can expect to make a lot of different things in this class, ranging from your own personal brand design, event t-shirt designs, websites, packaging, products, and more. Advanced photography is an opportunity for students to expand on their skills and explore the world around them more authentically. This course teaches students how to come up with ideas and concepts and develop their own personal voice and style. Students will learn advanced editing techniques and how to print their work for an exhibition. By the end of the course, all students will have the skills they need to do photography outside in the world. Do you want to develop your portfolio or gain college-level experience in the arts? Consider enrolling in our AP Art and Design Studio course. Not only will this course boost your skills, grit, and creative confidence, but you'll have the opportunity to work in a college-like studio setting alongside like-minded individuals who share similar passions and interests. AP Art and Design has 3 track options: 2D, 3D, and drawing, all of which correspond to courses offered in colleges and universities. Students work in the medium of their choice, which can range from photography, graphic design, illustration and painting, and even fashion design and ceramics. Students begin the course by generating an inquiry to guide their sustained artistic investigations. Over the course of 9 months, students build 15 to 20 high-quality artworks in response to this inquiry. The final AP portfolio submission requires evidence of investigation of materials, processes, and ideas, as well as experimentation, revision, and communication. Submitting the AP portfolio is a requirement for each of these tracks. The most exciting part of AP Art and Design is when seniors get a chance to exhibit their work at our annual Senior Arts Night in the spring. If you'd like to learn more, please see Ms. Sherman in room A267 anytime.
Music theory is a one-semester class that covers basic elements of music and then composition. So it is a one-semester class that is offered during the fall. It is open to everybody. Some sort of musical experience is suggested but not necessary. History of Rock is the spring semester non-ensemble music offering. We covered some of the major early genres of rock, R&B, early rock and roll, soul, British invasion, and then usually a class choice for a 5th and 6th unit, and end this semester with the murals that you see that are up on the kennels around the music room. Chorus is open to grades 8 through 12. They sing in 3 major concerts a year here in the building: the winter concert, the Pops concert, and the spring concert. They are also a major part of our January alumni show. Choral students are encouraged to audition for local, regional, and state music festival competitions. And again, the class is open to anyone who loves to sing. The concert band here at Monomoy Regional High School is open to students in grades 8 through 12 who have a minimum of 1 year of experience playing an instrument. We do traditional concert band instruments, but there are also violins, cellos, keyboards, guitars, electric guitars, and bass guitars in the concert band. The band performs in 3 major concerts a year here at the school: a winter concert, a Pops concert, and a spring concert. They are also a part of our annual alumni show. Band students are also encouraged to audition for local, regional, and state music festivals each year. The Select Choir at Monomoy Regional High School is open to students in grades 9 through 12. It is an auditioned ensemble. Auditions occur late spring prior to the academic year. The Select Choir sings in the 3 major concerts: the winter concert, the Pops concert, and the spring concert. They are a crucial part of our annual January alumni show, and they also perform at graduation and community events as well. This is an honors class. Select choir students are required to audition for the All Cape and Islands Music Festival and are encouraged to also audition for district music festivals. No previous choral experience is required. The audition, however, is required. Our jazz band is an extra ensemble offered in the music department at Monomoy Regional High School and is open to all. It is a commitment 2 days of the 7-day rotation during a JAWSOM. The jazz band performs in the 3 major concerts, the alumni show, and extra community events. We are very fortunate to have a retired Berklee College of Music professor conducting the jazz band, as well as writing and arranging specifically for our jazz band. Monomoy Regional High School has an awesome theater program. We stage a fall drama, a big spring musical production, and then we are also reinstating the June Shakespeare workshop. The theater program is open to all.
Intro to Ceramics is a beginner-level course where students use pottery as a means to learn the elements and principles of design. This class focuses on learning basic hand-building techniques to create functional pottery. Students learn about art history, a variety of glazing techniques, and the scientific processes involved in a kiln firing.
I'm a sophomore at Monomoy Regional High School. Some things I enjoy about this ceramics class is that it's super chill, and for these projects you have a lot of creativity, so if you're really into art and stuff, you have the ability to make whatever you want and just like creative freedom, which is nice. Other students should take the Intro to Ceramics class because it's just really good to like stimulate your art abilities, and like if you're just starting out with art or like this is something you're really into, then this is a perfect class for you. My biggest takeaway from this class is probably just going out of my comfort zone and learning new techniques that I can use in the future.
This course is an introduction to sculptural concepts and processes. It is a studio course focused on hands-on learning, critical thinking, and group dialogue. The course will include lectures, presentations, work days, group discussions and critiques, and some small writing assignments. The course is built upon assignments that introduce basic means of producing sculptural art while emphasizing aesthetic choices and critical evaluation. Students will be introduced to a variety of materials, their properties and characteristics, while developing basic technical skills and an increased awareness of both aesthetic and conceptual choices as related to a 21st century understanding of sculpture.
Hi, I'm Charles, and I took Intro to Sculpture. My favorite part of the class is just my creative freedom, and I can just choose what I want to work and build with. I just like having like a place to work on my things. Yeah.
Charles, what was your biggest takeaway from this course?
I learned a lot of different art techniques. We built with wire at one point, which was really fun. I liked working with a limited amount of materials. I thought that was pretty cool. I just learned a bunch of cool techniques.
Awesome. Why would you recommend this class to other students?
It's like a nice break from other classes, and it's just really nice to have place to just work and feel like you're comfortable.
Advanced ceramics takes the skills acquired in introduction and it expands upon them. Students start to learn more about the pottery wheel and are able to go in more of a creative direction with their artwork.
Hi, my name is Carly Dimick and I took Advanced Ceramics last year. Others should take Advanced Ceramics because it's a great way to really fine-tune your skills that you learned in Intro to Ceramics and also apply new skills that Mr. Nickerson teaches you. So like if you worked on slab work, you can take it that much further and apply both skills that you learned from Intro. Something that I learned in this class was that I needed to take my time. Even though I wanted to get my work done quickly, I needed to take my time to make sure that it was the way I wanted it to be when I turned it in.
In this class, I learned how to paint properly, and I also learned how to get better at drawing in different styles.
In this introductory course, students will be introduced to the foundations of drawing. These skills will be built through observational work, technique practice, and planning in sketchbooks. Painting will follow these achievements. Charcoal, pen and ink, graphite, color pencils, watercolor, acrylics, oils, gouache, and other mediums can be explored and used throughout the course. Come into our studio and learn how to reactivate your innate drawing abilities. Come explore the world without ever having to catch a flight. In Global Art and Design, we learn about other cultures' art by creating. Using a variety of methods and mediums, we will discover new art forms, the importance of culture, and stretch our creative muscles to create beautiful works of art. Have some creative fun while learning a variety of new art styles. All experiences are welcome to this mixed media course. Students will create works through a variety of techniques and mediums. This course helps students explore many different ways of making art, so join our studio for some skill-building fun.